Hello, welcome everybody to Aria on Air. This is Priya Tanugula, Director of Enrollment and Outreach at Aria. And today I'm thrilled and I'm beyond my words of saying myself pinch it here because we have our esteemed faculty of our Aria, one representing the Hindustani music and the other representing our Kuchipudi art form. Thank you so much, our esteemed faculty, Dr. Anupama ji, Dr. Subhadra ji, for joining Aria on air the very first time. I'm thrilled, super thrilled for having you join us today. And to all our viewers, whichever world you are in, whichever part of the world you are actually watching our Aria on air live series, it is indeed a pleasure to have these two esteemed personalities. It's I cannot but say you cannot have this kind of free time from both of them. It so happens that because they are visiting us here in US, our own Aria facility, and representing their passion towards passing down to the Gen Next through their workshops or through their knowledge transfers, we are very fortunate to have them here. I shall begin with you, Dr. Anupama ji.
Sure. Thank you, Priya, and thank you for having me here.
No, it's indeed our pleasure. I would be asking, where did it all begin, your influence, and why this art form that you chose?
Okay, that will take up a lot of time.
Please.
But no, okay, to just cut a long story short, I actually grew up in a family where, music and dance was very much prevalent, even though nobody was actually professionally doing music or dance. But my grandfather was he was a musicologist, even though he was a chartered accountant by profession, but he's written a book on Hindustani music. And my mother and all of them have learned Kathak when they were in Kolkata, and then they learned Kuchipudi from Vedantan Jagannath Sharma Garu when, they came to Andhra. So it's kind of been there in the family, but I never actually thought until, I finished my intermediate that I will be actually going professionally into this. But then, things just happened at that time. My guru, Umarama Garu, she told me that Telugu University had just started a degree program. So I joined the undergrad program. I did 3 years of degree, and then I did 2 years of my master's. And then I went on to do my PhD. So, in the course of all this, I kind of realized that I really like working with the academics of the subject, So the theory, intrigued me just as much as the practice of the dance form. So, well, the rest is history, I just went into it, and I've been doing what I can since then.
Wow, that's a very wonderful insight from what you have experienced as your primitive childhood and getting to know. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Subhadra ma'am, your experiences and your passion into getting to Hindustani music.
Thank you so much, Satyapriya ji. I'm really thrilled to be here after all these years of my engagement with Aria University.
That's true.
And this is the first time I'm here, and I really love this place. And I hope this university goes a very, very long way into establishing the academic engagement and academic studies of our ancient art forms.
Very true. So how did your journey begin?
Yes. So it's very, in fact, it's very similar to Anupama ji's. In my family, both my parents' sides, everybody was singer. My mother, my aunts, my uncles, their children, everybody sings in a Bengali family, So music is very, very intrinsic to the lives of Bengalis. So everybody was a singer. And in my father's house, my paternal uncles, they used to play instruments like violin. My father used to play the israj, and my paternal aunt, she used to play the organ. So you see that everybody was singing and playing instruments, but nobody took up. Nobody ever thought of taking it up as a profession.
Wow.
So for me, even I was not thinking of taking it as a profession early in my life. My mother used to be a professor in a college. She was teaching modern Indian languages. So I also thought that maybe I'll also teach in the university. But singing as a career option, it all grew very, very organically.
Wow.
So I was learning from my Guruji, Pandit Madhuk Mudgalji, right since my childhood, and his music, and his guru was Pandit Kumar Gandharvji. So that music made a great impact on my life. So at certain point of my life, I could not think of anything else but doing music only. So it was like that. And I have a background in Sanskrit also. So I was doing, I was trying to combine it. It was already there, but in Hindustani music, not many people sing in Sanskrit. So I was trying to combine my education in Sanskrit and music by connecting them through compositions. So it went on like that. And then, as I said, it is very organically I came to this profession.
Wow. I'm still pinching, hearing directly from the stars of our esteemed faculty. So here I'm seeing a commonality between the two, like, getting awareness right at the very early ages of your childhood, and getting to know the art forms because of whatever the passed on of the generations. But what I would like to really commend is that you took up the art forms in a very serious way, and I must appreciate the support that you all got from the families, because if not, traditionally it's like, the sciences, or, being an engineer or doctor or even like chartered accountant is just the norm of the society, be it anywhere. And seldom they really have the seriousness to pursue art forms as a career. So your both thoughts on it. I would begin with you because you have the mic right with you. Yeah. Why is it so important that you must also focus on the art forms that you're learning, and just think it as a career oriented too, not just, learn it and put it to the side and yet again, be one amongst, millions trying to swim, to just pursue either engineering or your medical. Not that they're wrong, but when you have a passion and you have the opportunities that are coming forward to get it into some kind of, you're straight into the, what should I say, the passion into your work, why can't you take it?
So, as I said, that for me it was very organic, and personally, I went into performance and teaching. I have been teaching Hindustani music all my life, I can say. Even my training continued, and it still continues. I still sit before my Guruji in after all these years. I started learning at the age of 5, but with my Guruji, I started at about age of 12, and I still go to him to learn and to imbibe. So you see, it's a lifelong journey, and when the passion grows into a profession, you really never know. That transition it's not that I of course I always dreamed like the great musicians I used to listen to as a kid on the concert platforms. I always thought, oh my God, what must have gone behind all this, that grace on the stage through the medium of their music. So I've always wondered, and I never thought that I would be somewhere near there. So for students of music, I would always say, don't. It's good to not to think of some of your own self that okay, I will be a singer in say 6 years or 8 years or something like that. It's not that way. So it's an engagement which continues, and the journey which continues for all your life, and when it becomes a profession. And for me, teaching also, when I just finished my post graduation, my first guru, who's my Guruji's father, Pandit Vinay Chandra Maudgali ji, he said, so now now that you have completed your post-graduation, you must start teaching.
Wow.
So that is when I started teaching, just after finishing my MA. I did my PhD much later.
Okay.
So I started teaching right then. So that makes it about, say, more than 35 years now that I'm teaching. And I love teaching. I love to teach as much as I love to sing. so it's that.
Wow. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah,
How about you, Anupama ma'am?
So yeah, actually, it is a dichotomy that I think the younger generation will face because, unfortunately, we have not created an ecosystem
True.
for ourselves where the arts can also be considered to be lucrative professions.
Yes.
So in order to take up the arts as your profession and not bother about, what it's going to give me or how much I'm going to be able to earn through this, or will I earn anything at all or not?
That's true.
So these are questions that at some point I always tell my students this, they say, but then how do we, there is so much competition, there is no guarantee that we will even succeed. There are so many other things that are required to reach to say that whatever you quote unquote the top of the profession.
Yeah.
So there are so many things that are required. So how do we manage this? So I just tell them one thing. See, I believe in, you have to make up your mind at some point. If you think you love it enough and you think you can make the required sacrifices, you are not desperate that you should have the next Mercedes or, you the next big bungalow or, something else. If that is not your, criteria,
Yes.
then you take it up and then you stick with it and don't think how much am I going to earn through this? Because when we took it up, I'm being very honest, I never even thought about what am I going to get from this.
Wow.
And there are many times which I thought why am I doing this? There are many times you think that also because it literally gives you nothing. I think if you can say that I actually started earning, it's only, in my late maybe 40s that you actually start earning through this. Till then you're just doing it because, you just know, you don't know to do anything else. So, you just keep doing it. But these are very, very, very early in life. The students have to think because there are many people who are doing, other professions and also learning music, dance and all that. I don't have a problem with that either. It's your choice.
It's your choice.
You have to make a choice what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, having a comfortable life, having your material, requirements, all this is also important.
Very true.
So these are choices that you have to make. And I didn't even know when the choice was made for me because I don't remember actively making any choice.
So you see, it's organic.
It's organic. It is very organic.
Yeah.
So it was just organic. I knew I'm in this. I'm getting into this. And I never thought, how much am I going to earn through this? But, luckily God was kind enough to see that I didn't lack anything. But so it is a very difficult choice, especially in the present day. Because in the ancient times, the arts came with a monetary benefit. You had the patronage of the kings. You had the patronage of the samsthanas. So the artist was supposed to only create his art. Lot of his material requirements would be looked after by the state.
Taken care.
Or there was an ecosystem where, they would get compensated for it. Today, we don't have that ecosystem because art is not part of your mainstream life. It is an additional element. So in such a situation, you need to make your choices.
And I think to all our viewers, our choices are very clean and it's already, thanks to these esteemed faculty at Aria University, all the choice that you need to make is make up your mind to join our university.
Yes.
And the rest is taken care by all of them to just put us in that straight path because these are all the experiences shared by them and they exactly know where to actually put the efforts of every student. So Dr. Subhadraji. So thank you so much, ma'am. So I would actually jump into this generation, especially for kids who are learning these art forms here in USA. there is quite contrast that you see when you're teaching students back in India versus teaching, these youngsters here. So what is your advice and how appreciative are you of the efforts that kids are, putting in towards this performing art forms and liberal arts, and still seeing that, they are seeking information and that experience, and not just merely because it's a pressure coming from parents.
Yeah, very true. When we teach in India, we have so many students all over these years. So many students, they have come because of curiosity, because of love for the art form, and maybe because the parents want them to learn and so on. But here, when I see students coming in, yesterday I saw so many students coming in for Bharatanatyam workshop, for example. So I was really very happy to see that, because staying in a country so far away from your own country and making it your own actually, and hanging on to your own roots, your own cultural roots, and in what manner they are learning, and they are learning so well, and they have so much of interest. So as a Hindustani musician, I'm aware that there are many musicians here in the Bay Area as well, and there are students of Hindustani music. So I would want students of Hindustani music to also come take a look at the Aria University, what we are offering here. We have a wonderful master's program which we have been running for some years now, and we are going, which is a very, very, very good balance of practice and theory. And very soon we will be starting our certificate and diploma programs also, so which youngsters also can take part in.
Yes, certainly. Thank you so much, Anupama ji.
So I'm very, very appreciative, of the diaspora children who are, I know how busy they are, and I know how busy the parents are, even to bring them around, for their dance classes. Everything is a challenge because, everyone's busy, everyone's working, and, the children do, 25 things. They have so many different classes, they have their pressure of their own, schools and colleges and all of this. But in spite of that, they are, coming and they are showing such interest. And what I really love about the Aria model that we have created here is people who could not pursue the arts when they were younger and they didn't have the facilities to pursue it. People who are already trained in other professions, working in other fields, are able to take up our courses and finish their either certificate programs or diplomas or their masters. They would never imagine that they could.
They could, yes.
The online model and the way we have structured the entire thing is making it possible for them to do that. So it is very interesting that we meet not only the youngsters of today,
that's true,
but through our courses we are able to meet, doctors, engineers, all other professionals who are also taking up dance and, working so seriously on our master's theses. We had doctors working with the body and, fitness and Kuchipudi, and we have had, medical students working with neurology and dance and so many. We get such a wide range of subjects because of that. And Arya's system is facilitating that.
Yes.
So I think anybody, who wants to avail of that kind of a freedom, you should definitely look at Aria programs. And if you are that one person who wanted to do, a certificate or a diploma in dance or a master's in dance, but couldn't do it, in your earlier days, now this is the time, for you to take it up actually.
Thank you. This is the time. And as both our esteemed professors put it rightly, ours is 100% online university. It's a American university with vast accreditation and BPPE approvals. So my follow-up question to that is, we get a lot of queries, especially saying, what would be the experience when it's 100% online? Like, be it for the practicals, like how do the faculty know that, we are doing any kind of a practical lesson the right way? How do they judge us? How do they even see that we are doing it per the recommendations of the class requirement? And also, secondly, we do have some of these experiences directly shared with our own students who did Aria on air. But for our viewers' sake, I would want you both to actually answer such queries. How is it from the faculty side? You see that the classes, especially the practical lessons, are conducted 100%, and you are, in fact, you exactly know as a guru what exactly needs to be derived from the students.
Right. Yeah, it's a very valid question, because the online medium is always a little dicey when it comes to the practice of an art form. So that's a very valid question. So now it's 8 years almost since we've been teaching these courses in Kuchipudi, and we have never had a problem with this medium. There are two reasons for this. One, of course, when we screen the students, when we take them, we ask them to dance. We ask them to submit something, where they have danced, and, we can gauge their level of, how evolved they are as dancers. Now we have a system where we have asynchronous and synchronous classes. So we have recorded classes, for 15 weeks. Most of the practical element or the practical component is taught in those recorded classes, because in live there may be a lag, there may be some kind of misunderstanding of the rhythmic aspects or something. So a lot of the asynchronous classes deal with the practice aspect. Now, for example, let me give you my own course. Like I teach a course on movement and meaning and representation. So in that, when I give a practical exam, for me, generally, I love giving take-home exams. So I will give them an idea, and I will ask them to dance that idea or work on that idea. They record the videos, and then they submit it on our, Canvas LMS, which is our learning system. They submit it on that. So I view that. So when they record and they give me, and I view it, there is no lag.
Yes.
Or there is nothing like that. So then I can watch. And then, our stress in Aria is not just on teaching items. It is on building the ability to create your own choreographies.
That's wonderful.
And to work with your own mind. Because at a master's level, we should not be just teaching you, a Raman Shabdam or a Jatiswaram. That is for a younger age. At the master's level, we want you to create your own pieces. So for that, this medium is very suitable, because we have multiple types. We can have, like a in-house exam. We can have take-home exams. We have, discussion-based exams. We have Viva VOC-based exams. So we have multiple formats for the exams. So it works very well without any problem. And we have been seeing it from the past 8 years. So many batches have passed out.
That's true.
And the online format does not hinder the practical aspect at all. That's what I found.
Great insight, Anupama ji. Subhadra ma'am?
Well, for me, for us in the Hindustani music department, while teaching a practical course, the only problem that arises is the lag of the time. So the lag is for just a few moments.
Yeah, split seconds.
A few just maybe 1 or 2 seconds or something, but that is very important, because tabla is an intrinsic instrument that we have to play with our music, with our vocal or instrumental, whichever music. Without the tal, music is incomplete. So when we have to teach, and we normally, for the online program, we use the apps. So we use the iTabla Pro, which is very good actually, and so we use that for the tanpura as well as for the tabla. For the tanpura, it's fine. The student who is sitting on the other side, so he or she will also have a tanpura which is playing for him. But for the tabla, when I am teaching an alap, for example, or a tan or a boltan or bolalap, or some sargams in between the, Vilambit Khyal or Drupad or something. So I have to stop my tabla so that my student starts his tabla
Okay.
and sings back. So after he has sung back, he'll stop it.
Okay.
The other student will take up. So we have to do, but that is a little adjustment. But because I think that this is a very, very important leap in the pedagogy of Indian music and dance,
Yeah.
because we started it sometime around the COVID, when we could not go out, but that has come as a boon to us,
Certainly.
boon to the students as well as to the teachers. We are able to connect to students across the world.
Yes.
So these programs, like these masters and certificate and diploma programs of our university, this is I feel that this is a great success, and it is going to be going to go a very, very long way. So this is a boon where students are getting the best possible learning experience of ancient Indian music and dance, sitting at home on an online platform. So the adjustments we have to do, definitely we have to do the adjustment, but that's okay. We can do that. It's not that as if it is not possible. We can. But on and off, if we meet the students and sit in front, and so nothing really can beat it.
Yes, that's true.
But this is definitely a very, very good step.
Yeah,
this
you
online.
raised a very important point, and for the same, this is specifically to all our Bay Area Rasikas. We do have workshops with our esteemed faculty happening this week, and today more so we have workshops conducted by Dr. Anupama ma'am and also Dr. Subhadra ma'am. Please do take advantage of such workshops, hearing from them straight in person, and it's in our Aria building in Milpitas. So please do register. All these details are again available on our website, aria.edu. I would strongly recommend that you come and meet our faculty. They're all here this entire week. Take advantage, come meet them and get inspired. Get inspired not just to be part of Aria University, be an Aryan, but also for your commitment to love the art form that you have been learning so far. And as Anupama ma'am rightly put, you must have just dropped the ball in the middle of your growing formative years, but this is the right moment for you. And as in our last series, we had our CEO Raju Chamarti ji coming and giving us a great news that we are also having our PhD program commencing from this fall. And I would like to also take this opportunity to talk to our esteemed faculty about the same. So your thoughts on getting our PhD, confirmed at Aria University. We will be having our PhD program offering to all our prospects soon. So as a Department of Dance and Department of Music, what is that you are looking from the prospectives, and what should prospectives be looking to apply for our PhD programs?
So, yes, while we would love to welcome people who are very, very passionate about the arts and who have learned dance for a considerable number of years and who, have their degrees and whatever in place. We are very clear from Aria, and especially the departments of dance and music for whom, we are going to start the PhD programs. We really want this PhD program to be a pioneering program in the field of dance. I speak for dance. In the field of dance, because this is the only university, in the USA who offers these kind of programs in Indian performing arts and in Indian languages. So we are looking for very, very high standards and a lot of dedication, especially impeccable research. The ability for research, the benchmarks that we want to set for research are going to be very stringent, very exacting, but at the same time very, very enjoyable. Because research, research in the performing arts, to be very honest, is not a very old idea. It it is a very ancient idea which got interrupted somewhere in the middle, and a formal academic kind of a research in the performing arts is not more than 30 years or 35-year old as an idea. So yes, we want to make Aria, whatever journals come out from our, departments, from our university, the academic journals, the kind of academic papers that should come out from our students, the kind of measures, we want to take to make sure that the research is on par with any, international university standards of academic research. We want to be very particular that the quality of the work is absolutely impeccable. And we are taking the necessary, steps to make sure that that happens. Because research is a very important aspect of the performing arts and we don't want to take it lightly. But at the same time, you're all welcome to, come and put in your applications and, see how you can. We want to make it very multidisciplinary. Okay, because we want the all-inclusive disciplinary approach, dance and science, dance and music, dance and, economics, dance and literature. So we want to bring in multiple facets to the whole thing. But yes, we want to set a very high benchmark of academic excellence in the PhD programs. That there's no two ways about that.
I think that's all it takes is your discipline and also the seriousness, as you rightly put. Yeah, and we want to set that benchmark. Very truly said, ma'am. Thank you, Shivadra ma'am.
Thanks. The same goes with the Indian music research department, the doctoral research. Just one thing I want to add is in the doctoral research of Indian music, we have two concentrations, Carnatic music as well as Hindustani music. So the core courses, there will be 6 core courses, which will be same for everyone. For the Carnatic music students as well as Hindustani music students, they have to do the 6 core courses, which will, have music history and all these interdisciplinary studies and also comparative studies of Hindustani and Carnatic music and so on. And there will be 3 elective courses also for both the concentrations. So for Carnatic music, we have 3 electives. For the Hindustani music, we have 3 special electives, in which they will also learn about the various spiritual, folk and regional aspects of our Hindustani music. So that will be a very, very interesting part of it, and that will cover a lot of aspects of music which are not otherwise touched.
Yes.
Because classical music is always touched as a study subject, but folk music, regional music and spiritual music, these are all very, very interesting aspects that students will be able to study under this. And then of course there is the dissertation. They will be studying the different research methodologies of courses, and I think this is a very, very good opportunity for people across the world who may have not been able to do it earlier because of, like you said, for some or the other reason to pursue, because of they had to pursue their own career and professionals, etc. So this is a very, very amazing opportunity for interested people who are there and who are very, very self-motivated also to do the research.
That's so beautifully put. Thank you so much. And I think the same curriculum wise, it's the same.
Yes, it's very similar. We have 2 concentrations, Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi. We have 6 core courses which will be common to Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi.
Okay.
So that covers like a wide range, the history of Indian classical dances, agama, temple architecture, Indian aesthetics, research skills, and decolonization of the arts. So we have a variety of very interesting aspects that will be covered in those 6 core courses. And then, of course, we have our electives which are specific to Kuchipudi and specific to Bharatanatyam. And so the focus is primarily on understanding what are the important aspects of research making in the arts. That is the focus. The focus will be on how to conduct research in the arts, and how do you identify what the gaps that exist? How do you identify, the lacuna in the field of research? And then how do you, go in there and work with that? So it will definitely be very similar. And I think it's going to be a beautiful ride for those who, get onto the bandwagon.
I'm so eagerly waiting for that inaugural batch of, our prospective
yes.
PhDs.
We are waiting. Yes.
The lucky ones.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my, I'm so thrilled. And I think they're all blessed to have such esteemed faculty like you all, and guide them through. And, I'm so confident that this art forms, with so much happening at Aria, it's greatly under safe hands, because you are not just passing down the art form, the knowledge to such enthusiasts and prospectives that they can actually share it to the generations coming down. So great. And what are your closing words for all our prospectives students? What would be your statement of encouragement and asking them to come join us?
So we'll keep it simple. I'm saying just come. Just come, join the certificate programs, join the diploma programs, join the master's programs. And if you think you're qualified and you're equipped and you're ready, then join the PhD or the doctoral programs. And you have such a wide range of programs that we are offering right now, So just go in there in our website, aria.edu, and browse and see everything that we offer. You can even see the titles of the kind of master's theses we have done. So you have everything there on the website. Just go there and then come and join us and, be part of the whole process along with us. I mean, that's what I'll say.
Yes. Well, that's the same actually. Just come. Just come. We are here to guide you. We are here to teach you according to our own respective understanding and experience. So we are just waiting for you. Come and see for yourself what you can get from here. And I'm sure you'll not be disappointed.
No, it's indeed a great virtue to have you both join us today at Aria Live. And for any of such information that you may want to even reach out to our faculty, their emails are also posted on our website, and you can directly send an email to them, and they'll be happily responding to all your queries. If not for any general queries, you're also welcome to email us, admissions@aria.edu, and our contact us details are all there on the website. Until next week or next time we meet again on Aria on Air. Thank you so much for watching our series, today's series specifically. And we hope to see you soon. See you this evening to all our Bay Area Rasikas who are planning to come join us and join the workshops. We are seeing you soon. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.